Get ready for sports news and entertainment. All right here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
Hey, come on. Bang, 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 says Nick Tarnasky. Bang, baby, I loved it. I loved reading this story. It was unbelievable. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. It's episode number 42 of 7 Minutes with Simmons. I'm your host, Christian, as always, thanking you guys for joining me and just being along for the ride as we continue to pursue interesting news and stories. Today, we're going to get right back into the sports world. I know it's been a while for all you sports fans, probably the majority of my listeners, and I apologize for the hiatus, but I have a new idea. Now, bear with me. We're going to do a trip or a tour, might be the better word for it, through all 34 teams. I think it's 34 now. Jesus. This is the expansion drafts, man. I have no idea. There's been like 4 of them now. So it was 32. Now it's like 35. Anyways, we're going to go through every single team in the National Hockey League. We're going to recap where they are, where they're heading, some transactions they may have made this offseason, some draft picks they may have taken in this upcoming draft, this most recent draft, and maybe some prospects they may be looking to jump on in future drafts. So we're going to give kind of an overall quick review of all 30-something teams in the NHL. Today we're going to dive in with Toronto, but first, Nick Tarnasky. Bang, bang, bang on the golf course. I'm sure everybody has seen this video. So former heavyweight NHL fighter, scrap guy. Like this is the Colton Orrs and the John Scotts and the David the John, what was his name? The Ashams, the tough guys, the Colton Orrs of the league, right? He was one of these guys way back in the day. Heavyweight. Played for a couple of NHL teams. He was drafted by the Tampa Bay Lightning, spent some time with the Springfield Condors in the AHL, and then took a little bit of an international tour, played overseas, and with multiple other professional organizations. And heavyweight, right? This guy is about as tough as they come, an absolute nail gun. And he's out there on the golf course playing with a couple of his buddies when a crackhead looks like a crackhead. I mean, there's lots of, assuming happening right now in the media. People are developing their own storylines as to what this guy was on. Now, he has come out in the media since and released an apology saying that he was a little bit too buckled. The guy had a few too many drinks on the course. Anyways, long story short, Tarnasky and his group looking to enjoy a round of golf when these two guys, specifically the one individual, starts getting in his kitchen, into his face, basically with a bunch of trash talk. And Nick, in response, says, buddy, you don't want to do this. You do not want the smoke. This is not a fight you're going to win. It's not a fight you want to take. And I suggest you get stepping. Please take off. You don't want this. Now, reports have been made about multiple complaints coming in from the very same golf course stating that this guy was causing a disturbance. He was getting in the way of other golfers. He was scaring off employees. For Christ, the cart girl was probably terrified. She probably asked to go home for the day. Guy was absolutely trashed on the course. Somebody was saying he played 36 holes that day. He was on the back half of his 36. So just keep that in mind. This guy, heavy drinking. Anyways, gets in a confrontation with Nick Tarnasky, and the result is as follows. You can see it online. Go watch the video. Tarnasky throws the guy in the pond. Basically says, hey, bud, you don't calm down. You're getting tossed in the pond. I'm going to throw you in the pond if you don't get a grip here. You don't settle down. This is what's going to happen. He gave him a warning. Guy kept coming at Tarnasky, and he did exactly what he said he was going to do. Threw the guy in the pond. Now, this guy, no quit. Philadelphia Flyers-esque resilience. I have to say, he comes right back out of the pond, keeps swinging. Tarnasky turns, loads a right, and bang, 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 right to the chin, and basically throws this guy around like a rag doll. But that's in some hockey news, some interesting news. If you hadn't had a chance, go out and check that video. But really interesting. I thought I would bring that one up. Huge news. Video went totally viral. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and take a look. Now, in our tour of the league, today we're going to talk Toronto Maple Leafs because I am a disgruntled fan. I'm miserable, and I need to share that with the world. You guys have to listen to me be pissed off. No, we're not doing that today. We're going to break down a couple of the most recent acquisitions, some of the most recent trades, some signings, and then we're going to talk maybe futures here, but we're already running out of time. So really quickly, we'll jump in. Ty Voigt now on waivers. So that's one departure from the roster that is interesting. Now, this is a guy that at one point, highly touted prospect, had a huge upside, 100-point season with the Sarnia Sting in the OHL. He showed tons of promise. I mean, he was coming off a big season in the OHL, finds his way into pro hockey, and just really hasn't hacked it since. I mean, had a tough year in the ECHL last season, so he's gonzo. I mean, just one of those guys, another one of those skill guys that just didn't fit the current mold, didn't fit the DNA of what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking to do and that current culture. So he's got hopefully a ton of playmaking potential for another organization, and we wish him the best in his future in the NHL and beyond as a professional hockey player. Now, on a positive note, Miroslav Holinka, 5th round pick back in 2024, registered 47 points last season with the Edmonton Oil Kings. He's an exciting prospect, teared up development camp last season and did it again this year. And following his performance, the Leafs jumped all over him, signed him. So another interesting one. He's coming in, going to play for the AHL team this upcoming season, and we'll see how he develops, maybe turns into a high-level NHLer at some point. And Ryan Reeves, also gone, heading to San Jose to protect, some pretty talented kids out there. He's walking into a group of very talented kids looking for protection, looking for guidance. So we'll see how he benefits that organization. I'm sure he's going to bring something that they need, and hopefully a little bit of coaching and tutelage for Macklin Celebrini, Michael Misa, and Will Smith, just everything that they got going on out there, and that's a fantastic pickup for them. But we'll cover that in the San Jose episode. That's going to do it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Episode 42. Thanks for listening. Quick shout out, Preston Sibley. I saw your comment on last episode. I love you too, brother. Thanks, guys, so much for your continued support. Leave a comment, drop a like, hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications on future podcasts. We'll see you next time. Peace.